Hey, what's up everybody? I'm out here on a kind of rainy day in the Côte de Neige neighborhood of Montreal. I think it's really important when you're getting to know a city to really explore all aspects and all neighborhoods of the city. And that sometimes means getting away from the downtown areas, getting away from the tourist centers, getting away from all the common traditional places that you might go, and exploring and doing something different. And today we're going to La Maison Du Cari to have some excellent, authentic Caribbean food. And so when you're all kind of poutine and smoked meated out in Montreal, which can happen pretty easily, you can head over here and have a change of pace and have some really delicious, authentic food. So let's get going. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you
What's
today?
your name?
My name is Sabi.
My name is Lucas.
Nice to meet you,
It's
Lucas.
very nice to meet you too. I've heard such great things about this restaurant. Are they true?
Well, I'll let you judge that for yourself.
Okay. I would like to try some of the roti
Sure.
that are filled with the curry.
Yes, you have a choice of beef, chicken, goat, shrimp.
Why don't we try the beef, the chicken, and the goat?
Okay.
Get a little bit of each.
Sure.
And then I know also that doubles is a traditional Trinidadian
Snack.
snack.
Yeah.
And I'd like to try one of those too.
Sure.
This place is so cool. It just has a warmth to it.
Try to make it cozy and homely and
Yeah.
comfortable.
Now, for people who aren't super familiar with this style of food, how would you explain it?
Well, this is Caribbean, okay, which is way different from Indian because people try to put us together as Indian,
Really?
but our curries are completely different. It's more of a Caribbean style.
Because it's curry. Okay.
It's curry as well, but just in a Caribbean style.
What would be some different flavors, or how would you tell that apart if you were eating them?
I think it's the way we cook and our spices that we use make us different from Indian.
Tell me a little bit about the people that come in, some of the clientele.
We have a very mixed clientele. We have a lot of the local Caribbean people that they come and, they say when they want home food and they can't do it themselves, they come here.
Well, I'm looking forward to trying some of this food. Heard really good things, so thank you for speaking with me.
You're welcome. Enjoy your meal.
Bye. Couldn't be more excited because I love this kind of food. What are some signature things and flavors, just to give a quick crash course in what you might expect? You're gonna have like goat curries and stews and all of these wonderful things that sort of make up the diaspora of Caribbean cuisine. The place we are at right now, the Caribbean Curry House, their specialty is the roti, the wrapped roti, where you have the traditional Indian style flatbread, which was brought to the Caribbean by South Asian subcontinent indentured servants and workers, and then they brought that tradition of the bread, and it was sort of incorporated. When it was brought up to places like Montreal, Toronto also, it became popular to stuff the flatbread with different kinds of meats and curries and potatoes and all sorts of delicious things. I'm just gonna bite right into this. I'm just not gonna mess around. This is super tasty. Holy, this is spicy. Oh, I got some heat, boy. What I really love, you saw it puffing up, right? So it's got that extra layer. And you can see it's made with these ground peas. It gives it a nice grainy texture. It gives it a more sort of like a creamy sort of earthen flavor to the outer wrapping. It really just sort of dissolves. The flavor of the curry, spices, coriander, cumin, bay leaf, a really elaborate spice mixture. The Caribbean curries, I would say, are brighter. Indian subcontinent curries are going to be a little more grounded, a little more muted and earthy, deep and rich. And now we have goat. Goat is a super common thing to eat in the Caribbean. A goat curry is going to be very common. Goat, of course, is going to taste a little bit different. Goat's a little hard to prepare. It's a little harder to prepare well. It can tend to lead towards gaminess. It's gonna resemble beef in some ways. It's gonna have a little characteristic gaminess. The curries here, it's gonna be the same as the curries with the beef and the chicken. Lastly, we have a doubles. Now, this is gonna be interesting because the Trinidadian doubles, this is the bara, the outer fried flatbread. This is the chana. This is the chickpea mixture inside. Now, those of you who have been loyally following this show will know that we have had doubles on this show before, long time ago. This is like OG dining on a dime. But we went to a doubles place in Brooklyn. I promptly got my ass handed to me because the main thing was one doubles is still a doubles. It's not a double. And I made the mistake of being like, oh, I'm gonna eat my double now. And the commenters were they just lit into me. The other thing is, I ate it wrong. I picked it up like a hamburger, and I was like, my delicious double. That is also wrong. You don't eat it like a sandwich, you kind of like would eat it more like you would have like a piece of roti and some stew or some curry. So, having learned the hard way, I'm very happy and thankful to be able to have my redemption doubles. I apologize for the episode 3 years ago. I mean, it was a good episode, but I apologize for my mistakes in that episode. I will now eat my doubles. Thank you. Curried chickpeas in the chana, the soft fried bara, and you've got a nice tamarind sauce that gives it a little bit of sweetness. And then you've got a little bit of spice in there as well. Doubles is a delicious snack. So this was $2.75, super cheap. When I got into taxi to come here, the guy saw that I was going to the Caribbean Curry House. He was like, what are you doing there? And he said, well, where are you from? Are you from Montreal? And I said, obviously I'm not from Montreal. He could tell by talking to me. And he said, well, how did you know about that place? How did you find out about that place? And I said, a local told me about it, and he said, that place is really good. If you are looking for real, genuine, authentic food that's like a little bit off the grid, a little bit off the map, he's like, that's the place to go. Another good way to find a place to eat lunch, and the way you know that a place is gonna be good, you go, you look, you see there's a line, and there's a line of people right over there, right next to me. Get in the back of the line, and you eat whatever they're serving. And you're definitely going to be happy about it. I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Dining on a Dime from Caribbean Curry House in the Côte des Neiges neighborhood in Montreal, Canada. If you'd like to watch more, please click here. To the egg and the tomato in the sandwich. Potato pancakes are latkes, closely associated with the Jewish holiday.